a new Silksong trailer just dropped. So, in honor of that, I think I'm going to do a Pure Nail run. After all, I'm not going to go and play Hollow Knight yet again, or maybe I will. So I'm sure somebody's already considering forcing me to do that, but hey, with this weapon already being inside of Dead Cells, I feel like it's a good themed run, a good time for a themed run right now. Besides, it was either that or the Cursed Sword, so unless you want to see more Cursed Sword trials, which might happen later in the week anyway. I don't know, I like this weapon. I was just talking about last time, or maybe that was some other series. It's kind of, I can't even remember how much I do like being able to move while swinging a weapon. And I don't really think that there's too much aside from the Pure Nail in Dead Cells that does give you that option. You know, always make sure you're keeping that forward momentum on, even when actually attacking. Of course, you do still move forward when using any sort of weapon in Dead Cells, but not as much as when you're using the Pure Nail in particular. That was actually really close. So, I think it's three playthroughs on the channel. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple other times that I definitely played that game as a stream. And I remember that somebody gave me a bunch of subs and then asked, hey, play Hollow Knight again. Of course, there's the point where I played it the original time, not on the channel or anything like that. And I think there might have also been one where I got halfway through the game or something before I'm just like, you know, started over sort of thing. But now, everybody always remember, due to the fact that you all have made me play that game so many times, I will not actually be playing Silksong on the channel. We will just be doing the occasional, I don't know, tribute run or something to that. Because it's still shocking to think that that game actually exists. Really, I got my doubts. I think that you're all fools. Fools for assuming that Silksong is ever going to come out in any respect at all. It's doomed to obscurity, just like Elden Ring and the Repentance DLC for The Binding of Isaac. Both of which did in fact come out significantly before it seems that Silksong will. Okay. Yeah. I do remember when I was originally using this item that it did kind of feel like it had lower than average damage, but maybe I was just having a hard time coming up against the recent changes. If I'm not even wrong, I think that was when they changed melees again, so that enemies just had more health as you were going through the game. Or maybe I was just playing badly. There's always that possibility as well. What about Wizard of Legend? Now you know Wizard of Legend is banned. I swear, it's just like a... There are only 2 games that you guys can try and force me to play and will fail at. Although one of the things I do have to ask, speaking of those games that I am being forced to play, is that what is the exact version of Hitman 3 that I'm supposed to be playing? I know that came about recently, but I was looking through the Steam list and there are so many entries for Hitman 3 that I cannot tell exactly what it's supposed to be. Okay. Cleaver again. It's actually like a good combination of stuff on this cleaver even right now. Although maybe has some... Yeah, it just be destroyed and then needs to have oil and fire at the same time. Probably never going to actually come up. Because that oil that actually gets put on the ground when it gets burned is very... You know... brief, ephemeral, goes away extremely quickly. So, the newest one, the thing is, I really can't, I'm just gonna go ask. Hey, thank you Sandman Brad for the one. The gift is up. For Thor Sturnt Bruh. Which is a name. I'm probably, no, that can't be what it is. What does it actually say? All right. There's a bunch of God Home stuff. Well, I mean, the God Home stuff I would consider to be part of the original series that I was doing. That, after all, that's not like a side game or anything, even though there is the God Home mode and everything that does exist in. What would be the most, I'm just thinking about this right now. There are sewers in Hollow Knight. There are certainly places you could call a promenade, but then again, I think like, Green Path, probably closest to the Arboretum as a first area to go into. So, if I'm doing a very, let's just be honest here, loosely themed sort of run for this one, let's go for that. Sure. Mama Tick is a bug. Ticks didn't appear until way, way later in the game, right? If I'm remembering Hollow Knight, it wasn't until you got to the way eastern area of the map until those started to appear. But they were in the game. They were in the game. Shouldn't you wear the knight outfit? Oh, yeah, you're right. Probably should have. Somehow I didn't even think about that. Combo, sure. I mean, once again, I'm not really, or, you know, we can just go to the bank. Now, of course, I don't really think this absolutely does not have anything to do with Hollow Knight, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh, boy. Well, anyway, I haven't even seen the new trailer. As always, I never watch new trailers. It is still unknown to me what that game even plays like. Silk Song. But hey, I'm happy that we're at least getting ooh, there we are. Is that the knight outfit? I can't even remember what that looked like. I remember that one being a little bit unimpressive compared to the actual weapon itself, which I feel like has a lot of work put into it. No, not this. It's gold like Godhome. Yeah, but Godhome was obsessed with gods. They weren't obsessed with, you know, material wealth. I mean, aside from, I mean, you could say the same thing of like the Hive, really. But Queen Vespa. Oh, yeah, we can always go try my knowledge. It's like I played this game like 7 times. Ooh, my. Certainly, I should know quite a bit about the lore and everything, right? Okay, come on. Try and not die here immediately. Going in here at the second area, as always, was truly an amazing idea. I really commend myself for it. Okay, come on. Just bleed this gold golem to death already. There we go. And then you have plenty of time to see how it plays when you play through it 8 times on. Hey. That one, I'm at least going to, you know, I said that I'm not going to do it at all, but I'll do it if you do like the big bucks pay money thing. But I'm not taking channel points for that one. I mean, I'll do pretty much anything if you pay the big bucks money points. But not really points. Dollars are points. Unless we're thinking about like capitalism as being some sort of a gamified version of life. Which is, I believe, a conversation that I had with the second guy in the 13 Sentinels series. Which is the sort of thing that, yeah, we would have talked about there. Absolutely. Hope y'all enjoyed the end of Sexy Brutality. That's a great game. Had a lot of fun with it. Okay. I need to get an upgrade for this weapon, like ASAP. I think it goes without saying. Oh, did you see that? Did you like that like fraction of a second that I was literally running alongside the projectile, kind of unsure what to do? I thought that was pretty good. It's okay. It's okay. Open wounds could be a good option. God, this is terrible. What am I gonna do here? Okay. That was actually a very good use of the that one's less use. Good use. Less good use. Okay, that was horrible. Anyway. Dare I use another? Let's just do it. Try and survive this one here. Maybe I'll finally get the final 2. There we are. Maybe I'll finally get the final 2 blueprints I'm looking for. Damn it! No! Don't you try and get me with that nonsense. I've certainly done enough. Oh, damn it. I was going to say I've done enough timekeeping to know how to do this, but, well. You know, and I sat there and I was like, well, man. Should have seen that coming, though. I mean, I did see that coming, but it's like, why'd you think I paused there and stopped talking immediately before trying to fight that thing? But I was just like, well, regardless of, there's a good chance if I go and try and get more potion charges or whatever, it's just gonna end with me fighting a mimic down there. So, there you go. Even if you do not choose, you still made a choice and all that. I don't like any of these, to be honest. I mean, like fire. I had a run that would have been going well with fire if I managed to get that going. Great practice for the cursed sword run. Yeah. Which is definitely still going to be... I mean, I suppose I should be doing the cursed sword. I don't really have any good ideas for, like, what I want to do for runs as of now, and rather than just make them endless casual runs, maybe just start leaning a lot more into doing cursed sword runs. It could be interesting. The outfit? I like the outfit. It's the Flawless Mama Tick one. Are you talking about losing with the knight outfit itself? Hey, look, you know how many times I died in Hollow Knight before actually, like, being able to beat the game in, what, just less than a couple hours? I don't even remember what it was last time that I was able to beat that game. It was 4-ish hours or so, right? Point is, Hollow Knight's a hard game. I think it's fitting, right? And being dressed up in the full outfit just means that it should be more likely that I'm to die, right? Come on, chat. Please validate my stupid claims that I'm making right now. Okay. I just want to get past the Pilfer door in Undermine. What is the Pilfer door? I don't actually even... Was that after I stopped playing that game? Because there's still so much of the content of Undermine that I feel like I gotta go back just to be able to experience. But with like uncursing the cursed shield, it felt like, you know, good stalling. Felt like I had done pretty much everything that I was going to end up doing. You ever finished the Undermine series? I mean, I did like 100% of everything in the game up until the last update, where it actually went into 1.0. I mean, that was one of the reasons why I was happy that I waited until the 1.0 version of Rogue Legacy 2. Because I feel like then I play the game too much before it actually comes out, and then, you know, I got less interest in seeing... Let's just get rid of this. I don't like having 2 times damage right now. Seeing the proper ending to it and everything. Still, though, certainly, Undermine was still a very good game, even for the parts that I did play. Hey, you know, speaking of series that forced me to play, maybe that would be one. Go do the old repeat Undermine. See if I can't re-go through everything again. It's just, man, like having that like major curse every single floor. Maybe I'd skip that one again, because that was actually pretty hard. And now, this time, I think when I'm not going to be murdered by something, by an evil bag, that, I want to get an upgrade for the weapons. Good. I was too distracted, I guess, to actually attack me there, which works out well. A Pure Nail, aside from the whole being able to move while swinging it and everything, it does also have the handy ability of just swinging real fast. Like, real fast. It's super helpful. And it makes it pretty valuable. As I always say with any sort of extremely fast weapon. Impaler was a good example of that. Although Impaler, I mean, it did feel like I was getting a lot more use out of the pushing aspect of it than I was, like, on most other runs that I end up using it. You know? So, anyway. Open Wounds. Would Open Wounds actually be a good mutation on this? Not yet. But if I do get something that has any sort of bleed synergy, that'd be lovely. because, you know, it's the damage, of course, did have a little bit of an issue with it, but that was because I was using the base level version of it. It might also just be a little bit less powerful than a lot of other weapons that exist in the game, but it's sort of hard to tell. I mean, even looking at the DPS, I've talked about this before, where even looking at the DPS, there's not like another, you know, I just want to see, am I about to be going into the bank again? No. Good. It's hard to tell with the DPS count and with the numbers. I mean, just think about like how the bone works, which is very low DPS stated, but then, you know, actually using it, I think it's just like the criticals or something that make it that much higher. I'm not really sure how they end up calculating the true, like calculating the DPS for each one of the weapons as they exist. I hate this, by the way. Okay. Should make sure that I am actually doing a little bit more of the pogo bounce in here. It is a very useful... yeah, sure. It is a very useful ability that I just don't really... That is a little bit cumbersome to actually use, but that's, like, literally by design. Okay. Rallied up well enough. Too many spiker mushrooms around here. There. Probably a little bit risky even trying to do that, but that's okay. Okay. Now then. I still lost the night outfit. I guess since I did lose that previous run, I probably could have just gone back and set this as the proper outfit, but I didn't. So it's fine. It's fine. All right. Oh, as of right now, though, I mean, hey, even if I don't have Undermine, I am still doing the Binding of Isaac, of which Undermine is just the Mining of Isaac, so it's a very similar sort of a gameplay feel, right? God, I gotta say, I don't know how much I'm gonna end up doing more with Binding of Isaac. It feels like every time I unlock even one thing, that now there's like 30 more things to unlock in that game. I always forget just how ridiculously huge and sprawling it is. It's like if I was going to end up doing, you know, more or less an entire series type of thing on stream, it would probably be more along the lines of, okay, here's the notable runs, doing like the Lost Ore, or playing as the tainted characters in particular, because I don't know if anybody cares too much about taking Maggie to the regular Satan fight. Or maybe people do. I don't know. Certainly the game still thinks it's very important considering how hard it is to do, but that's just how that is. Okay, yep. There. Anything else want to pop out here while I'm still on guard? I just enjoy watching the runs. I mean, I hope people are enjoying it because, of course, it's like, it's not, that's certainly not a being forced to play sort of series. That's just one that I wanted to do apropos of nothing. Man. Well, there are still, like, even plenty more roguelite-y type of stuff that I should be doing. Gotta do, like, Loot River at some point in time. Y'all want to see Loot River after this? I could actually start that on stream here, finally. Well, finally. Compared to some of the series that I couldn't say finally about, I feel like that's still a relatively new one. Sure? Yeah, let's do that after this. After I get, well, somewhere in this run. I'm hoping that by the time that I go and find the bank again, that it will be a little bit more, let's say, better. Still would, I mean, I'm going to go into the bank. Look, you might say, wait, you gonna go into the bank even after last time? Yeah. Doc, you ever play Gex? Okay. That's an interesting question because the answer is actually yes. Now, I did not play the original Gex. I did not play the, 3DO one. I played the Gex for the Nintendo 64, which I Was that called Gex Enter the Gecko, or was that like the subtitle of the original one? They're not good games. Like, straight up. But, I mean, what can I say? I was a fan of platformers back in the day, and I played all the good ones. So, what's left when you play the good ones? Gex. Or, like, the terrible Earthworm Jim 3D game, or like some sort of Looney Tunes one. I don't know. It's really not a good series. It's an incredibly weird one if you actually look at like the lore and everything too. There's a game about a guy whose father died being the first gecko to go to space. So after sinking into depression, he becomes obsessed with watching television and a meme lord. And it's like, wait a second. Why is there a tragic backstory to him becoming a meme lord? Well, you know, the 1990s version of a meme lord. And it's like, yeah, that's what it is, though. Oh, man. Gex just like me. Your father died being the first gecko to go to space? Oh, come on. I got to hit right into the... That wasn't even damage from an enemy. That I accidentally got, like, knockback to Ed. Sure. Into the spikes there. Well, salamander, but close. I see. I don't, but... I mean, I'd like to... I'm trying to see. Anyway, the 3D game was not good. Once again, I don't want to make it clear. It was still, you know, one of the things I've noticed, especially games these days, after they've been able to put in a lot more voice clips, is that a lot more voice clips are in video games. I was talking about, for example, Sonic the Hedgehog. Think of how often Sonic has something to say in that one Sonic Boom game. Boy, Gex was just the original version of that. Not to say that the other games didn't exist, certainly by the time that CD came out and just straight up recorded music and video files and everything happened. That was true for so many different series, but Gex is always the one that I think of where it's like every single like attosecond you got to hear Gex make some sort of dumb reference to a television show. Oh, man. But, you know, I can't believe anybody would ever ask me if I played Gex. I just want to say that right now, because I'm shocked to think that anybody even still remembers that series in any way at all, period. There we go. It is just strange to me. Like, here's a question. Have you played Gex? Is there like anybody who's out there who's just like, you know, they're a real dedicated Gex speedrunner, and that's what that's what's prompting this? Why are you calling out me? I kind of want to go for some sort of good secondary item. Yeah, you know what? Sure. A little bit of burst damage. I know. People tell me the powerful grenade is not... While powerful, the cooldown time makes it sort of useless against any sort of major enemy. But at the same time, I do also just like the big burst damage it gives. And it's good for curses, of which I'm about to be experiencing one in seconds. So, I think that should be an effective take, even if it might not be truly optimal in a lot of ways. Plus, big explosion and big damage. Come on, how can you say no? Really? Hey, Yulia, we're talking about Gex. I'm sorry that you had to come in on the... when we decided to make Gex a topic of... We're doing Gex... Oh, I just realized we're doing Gex lore. I'm sitting here talking about Gex lore. Ugh. Look, I'll talk about Sonic lore all the time forever. Ugh. Why am I talking about Gex lore? So a new Gex title could be made. Square sold Eidos, so a Gex IP has been sold, so a new Gex title could be made. That's too many separations of speculation. You gotta come back to me when there's. Oh, all right, sure. Again, Mushroom Boy is actually very fitting for some of the familiar characters you can get in Hollow Knight too. We'll see if that lasts for too long, but also I should have kept the bomb here at least for this bit. Okay, okay. Okay, thank you, Mushroom Boy. Oh, Mushroom Boy. You are going to be the savior for this run. I guess technically one could say that the Mushroom Boy is a bomb, but come on. Do we have to go through that again? Oh. Hey, happy birthday, Yulia, by the way. Didn't even see it, but you were saying it's your birthday there? Okay. Where were you all when it was my birthday on the 24th? And I turned an unspecified amount of years old. I don't like this at all. Oh, I actually did get rid of... I didn't even notice. I was too focused on, like, the fact that there's about to be an elite attacking me. But, yeah, I did get rid of the curse. Okay. Okay. God, I am very worried about this. Maybe I can do something like that? That did okay damage. I'm not going to say it was, like, really great. Okay. It's enough. Ugh. Could really use a good synergy here. Or just high stats, of course. We'll see if that happens to come about. Mushroom Boy, though, is still very much doing me good here. All right. Doc's birthday came and went and nothing really happened. Makes you think, right? Well, when you have as many birthdays as I do, you stop thinking about them as being a very specific thing and just instead think about cake. Really, I mean, it's like I'm like, oh man, I'm about to get some cake. Hell yeah, dude. Cake. Cake day is what I like to call it. That's like a thing, though, right? People say. No, that's actually like a thing people say. Damn it. Why do I keep stealing dumb old... Is that just like a... Is that a colorless giant killer down there? Well... Dare I take a giant colorless a giantless color killer? I'm going to murder all the color. We're playing Chicory around here. That's right. That's not what happens in that game. Anyway. Quite the opposite, in fact. Okay. Once again, thank you, Mushroom Boy. The enemy interruptions are very nice. Hop. Okay. Man, even with combo. Maybe I was right in this weapon doesn't actually have that high of base damage, and for whatever reason, the last time I was using it was just pretty good. Feels like, I think Pure Nail, if I was going to make any sort of bold proclamation right now, might be one of those items that, I'm going to actually use this, by the way, might be one of those items that that is more of a, like, mid to late game, you know, when you actually have a good run, a good build going. Or maybe I'm just wrong. That's always a possibility. You know how that is. Okay. My parents hadn't pressured me. I mean, me with the anxiety that it's just like, I always would like try to go out of my way not to celebrate anything, ever. So. That still remains true even to this day. I'm trying not to get hit by that. Okay, and I was succeeded. Somehow. Against all odds. Now, the Slasher, on the other hand, should be doing a little bit, should be able to deal with a little bit better. Yeah, I'll say. That is definitely, in fact, what happened. Get rid of you. Oh. And then just kind of keep working on like this. I do like having something that'll take care of bosses a lot easier. That's just very appreciable. Yes. Now, if I can just get like a little bit more health. I mean, I could... Yeah, well... I was gonna say, well, I could just use a potion charge. I think I will now. Oh... He's the DeBlob enemies. I never played DeBlob. I'm sorry. I was too busy playing Gex. As we've already established earlier in the stream. Why does it... I can't... I never thought that I would talk about Gex on stream just once again. I feel sort of ashamed. There we are. Ah, good old giant killer. Anyway. Oh. Based last stream? Wait, what happened in the last stream? I don't even remember. Like, I unlocked Mother in the Binding of Isaac. That's all that happened. Let's go to Real Shame. And you ever play Quest 64? Quest 64 was one of those games that you always saw on in like a video rental store because I'm old, but I never actually played. He's like that game and like Buck Bumble, of which at least Buck Bumble does still kind of stand the test of time to a certain extent because everybody knows the main theme of it. And if you've never heard it, do yourself a treat right now and do not close the stream, but go and listen to it. But yeah, never actually played it. No, base last stream means you said it's something so base that this will be the last stream. I have never heard that phrase before. Oh boy. Oh boy. What did I say? I hope it's not that bad. I hope it's not that based. Oh boy. Was it talking about Gex? It was talking about Gex, wasn't it? I didn't even... Wait, the key dropped and I didn't even pick it up. You would kill... Oh, no. I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. What are you talking about? There's no proof of such a thing. Anyway, so what's going on in the ossuary? I actually totally forgot that I even said that sort of thing. Anyway, so now then, yeah, well, when there's sudden, yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna delete the stream after this, and then when there's sudden dead air in the VOD, you'll know exactly what happened. All right. And aside from everything, I guess everything else has a bleeding affix, so I am gonna actually use open wounds at this point in time. Well, let's do it. Okay, what Gex is? Gex is an old platforming mascot from the time when that was very popular. He's I guess you would kind of consider him slightly based off of Sonic because he's got a real attitude, and he's also a meme lord. It's honestly just, it's not even worth explaining. That's what I'm saying here. 100 Gex is some music band. I've heard they make something approximating music. I've never actually listened to them. That's just the meme. I'm just repeating the meme. I'm sorry. I don't know. But anyway. Okay. Approximating is correct. Again, I've never even heard him before. I just know the meme. I'm ashamed to say that. I'm no better than Gex. You have caused me to... You've revealed my true nature. As Gex, the gecko. Oh, alright. Well, maybe set that there real quick. Doc, I'm no better than Gex Fire Gecko. Unfortunately, that is indeed that's the truth. Like, look, this is when I had to admit to being the Jared Leto Joker. Oh, get me out of here quick. This is when I had to admit to being the Jared Leto Joker, where it's just like, I don't want it to be like that. But that is the Joker that I would be, baby. The Joker, baby. I'm the Joker, baby. I'm the Joker, baby. I'm the Joker, baby. Anyway. Frankly, you all should have seen that coming. Okay. Let's see if I can't make this work and hopefully not run into a Thorny immediately. I'm sorry, I was just turning into the Joker, baby. Yeah. Ooh. Now get out of here. And there's... There we go. At least I got... Okay, so there's that at least done. Now do a Morbius impression of the Morbius Joker. That's right. I'm the Morb Joker. I'm Morbin over here. Hey, I'm Morbin over here. Anyway, what is this stream? Between Gex and now whatever this is. No. This isn't as bad as Spaghetti ASMR. I'm glad that I'm glad that we've moved past that at this point in time. We're Morbin into the Joker. Yep, that's right. I said it's Morbin time, and then I morbed right into the Joker. Baby. The layers are Doc, Joker, Morb, Gex. Yes, and then inside Gex is the golden needle that contains my soul and gives me my powers of immortality. This is the sort of puzzle that you would expect out of Patrick's Parabox. Alternate bit. There you go. Okay. A spiritual Gex stream. Yes, as we all bow down to our Lord Gex. All hail Gex. Amen. I'm trying to think, like, can I even think of any one of the terrible quotes from the game? I can't. I cannot. There were so many of them, and they're all so forgettable and awful. They were repeated so many times that you'd think I would remember them, but nope. Maybe it's for the best. You know what? No, not maybe. It's for the best. How's Invisible Ink going? I've been focusing too much on trying to do Pony Island as of late, with all of the secrets and whatnot. Should probably be able to. I mean, provided the stream doesn't go on for way too long, can get a little bit more of that done soon enough. Okay. Just start juggling them here. Gotta get my infinite combo going. Ooh, I almost went right into... Okay. I was going right into that something or other that I was going to say, but then I forgot what the word I was going to say was. Oh, worst time. Hello, Doc. Can I request you take next curse chest? Sure, why not? I'm perfectly willing to help out a fan in terms of taking curse chests. By the way, I've already taken the curse chest in the bank, if that's what you were getting at. But thank you, worst time, for the sub. I love you. Is it worth? Is it worth it? Let me work it. I just want like a little bit more, passive damage here. I think that's gonna help out quite a bit. So, Cleaver, something where it's just like, yeah, I can just kind of run enemies over this continuously until I'm able to take care of them. But of course, having to fight something else would have been bad. So I can do stuff like this, really. See? See how this one's going? It's going much better. Okay. No, I'm turning into the Donkey Kong, but also that previous run that I was doing before, the Cursed Sword run. Yep. Yeah, couldn't quite get it. But how about this? And then one of these, and maybe another 5 to 6 of those. There we are. Give me that stat too. All right. Anyway, get me out of here. That was Embarrassing. It was embarrassing that was embarrassing enough that I had to do an extremely ugly laugh there for 1 second. Here we are. Okay. I like when Gex said stand back, it's Morbin time. Gex was Gex voiced by Dana Carvey? Not voiced by Jared Leto. Jared Leto probably wasn't even alive at that time. Or something. Send me down to the bottom. I'm gonna go take a stop over at the... I don't know if I want to take out money for this, but I might have to, depending on how this goes. But anyway. Jared Leto was 54. Oh, then yeah, no, he would be alive. He would probably also be a working actor at that point in time, too. He's older than I would have thought. I'll be honest. I did not realize that the venerated Joker and Morb actor was so getting up there in years. Anyway. All right. I can't wait until he starts to play, you know, austere, older roles for himself. None of this makes any sense if you don't know anything about Jared Leto. Anyway. But that's... I feel like if you don't expect that sort of content on this stream, then, well. Okay. I mean, Poyo Power, but I'm obviously not gonna, you know. He was a heartthrob of the 90s? I don't know. Of course. I can't believe you're doing this to me, video game. Again. Yet again. Like, why does this keep happening like this? Why can't I just get a break here, you know? I mean, I'm trying so hard and getting so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter, as it turns out. I feel like I've heard a song about that at one point in time. Thank you! No blueprint, though. Alright. Also, I could, unfortunately, I couldn't afford the, I couldn't afford the thing. The potion charge. That would have been the ideal one to get it, which is what I was trying to say. But then I had to instead do a bit about Linkin Park, which I think really just sums up every stream that I do, right? You know how that is. I'm sorry. I couldn't say something actually relevant to the game. I had to make a reference to Linkin Park. Look, I know you wanted me to give a speech at your wedding, but instead I just talked about Linkin Park for 20 minutes. Look, you should have seen that coming when you hired me to be the pastor at your wedding. I'm also Father Inferno Firebird. Didn't you know? Anyway. Okay. Rich people are rich and they age slower. That's true. I always considered using the money that I got, like, doing streaming or whatever, and tried to just go, like, get a personal trainer and stuff. See if I can make that work for me. That has nothing to do with anything. I don't know. It was just something I thought about before. Anyway, can you a bit about edgy 2000s rock bands? Yes, but what do you want me to do with it? You know, like, hey, I got this extra cash flow coming in with, like, a real job. Maybe I can put that back into investing in myself. And instead, I bought 10 pizzas and ate them all in one sitting. So that just goes to show you. All right. I will take an upgrade for the weapon now. Toxic Cloud, sure. Look, man, what you could try and get healthy, or, you know, try and use what sort of extremely meager celebrity the God has afforded you to go back into just trying to really get your life together. Or you could eat 10 pizzas. Look, think about it. Yo, and they can be like really dressed up pizzas too. I'm talking, it doesn't just have to be plain pepperoni, baby. You can go with any topping you want. Anyway. You can even go and get like, just like a salad or something that they offer alongside those pizzas, but you never actually gotten, because whenever you go out and get a pizza, you just get a pizza, You got the cash for it. Oh my god, so many elites. Actually, this should be okay. Alright, yeah, I think I can do it. It's just fine. Thank you. When Pure Nail actually gets going, it gets going, baby. And when the going gets going, it gets going. Anyway, hey Kinslayer, we're talking about me being fat. Anyway. And also Gex. Welcome to the stream. And also me doing some sort of meta bit about how I talk too much about 2000s rap rock duos. Ah! Anyway. 10 pizzas. Yeah, well... What are you gonna do? Eat 5 pizzas? Nobody's gonna tell tall tales about the man who ate 5 pizzas. They're gonna tell tall tales about the man who ate 10 pizzas. Oh wait, I'm actually supposed to be going up. Stupid elevator. In My Children in Christ, has anyone here seen the new Sonic movie? I was actually thinking about that earlier. I was thinking about like, hey, there was a new Sonic movie that came out. Wait, where am I going right now? Oh, it's even farther. I ate 10 pizzas, and that's terrible. That's as many as 110s, and that's terrible. Anyway, the Knuckles one, it's pretty good. I just remember that didn't get as much out of that movie as I did with the original Sonic movie. But then again, the original Sonic movie had more stuff to make fun of. So people actually seem to like this new one. The only bit that I remember talking about was that Idris Elba said that he didn't want to try and like make Knuckles sexy. And I'm like, too bad. They cast Idris Elba as Knuckles. As it turns out, he's going to be sexy whether you, Idris Elba, likes it or not. Okay. So how sexy was Knuckles in... Anyway. Terrible. Oh, I couldn't quite get it there. There we go. Hey. As sexy as Idris' voice is. Huh? Fairly sexy then. Okay. Got it. Anyway, you're saying that like you don't know about Idris Elba. Come on. Man was in The Wire. The show that everybody talks about, but few have watched. I gotta go actually watch that at some point in time. I feel like it's one of those shows that I would actually enjoy if I sat down. But I don't have HBO Go or whatever it is, so not really the easiest thing to go do. I don't even know if I've ever seen an HBO series aside from Sex and the City, and that was because they edited out the very naughty parts and put it on cable television. Was filmed in my hometown, good old Baltimore. Yeah, I mean, it is about Baltimore. I don't know if it quite paints it in a very good light at some points in time, but then again, I haven't seen the series, so maybe it does. And just what little I know about it, I suppose. Right. HBO has tons of good stuff. I know. I mean, at the very least, I should be watching. Oh yeah, I guess I have also seen like some episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm, just because, well, you know, those really get around. But as for a lot of other stuff, it's just like, yeah, I'm like, clearly what I gotta do, we gotta go start with Carnival. Oh yeah, also I guess I shouldn't forget about Mr. Show, because I reference Mr. Show all the time whenever I'm with the second guy doing a series. But again, those were the cut out the naughty stuff for cable television versions of it. So I don't know if that really counts. Because again, we're back to sit around, kids. We're back to Dr. Inferno Firebird reminiscence about daytime television that he watches. They used to play that on Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network? No, on Comedy Central in the middle of the day. That would be pretty weird if they played that on Cartoon Network. Okay. Hey, everybody, I managed to survive the bank. Please, please hold your applause at the end of the stream. Okay. New season of Westworld. I heard that Westworld not as good. I mean, funny enough, I have seen the original movie Westworld. I have not seen the show, though, on the other hand. So that I am a little bit less familiar with. But I hear that it's like it was sort of like the second season not as good. Not as good. Have you seen the Will Smith movie Wild Wild West? Unfortunately, yes, that was a thing when I. Oh, well, so much for the perfect. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I didn't even take that much damage. I'm dealing a pretty good amount of damage. I feel like this is actually going okay. Ooh. Sorry, that was my cat puke sound effect. Also, I should just use. You know, I did get the giant killer. I suppose I should have to use it here. Of course, I'm gonna probably make that work a little bit in a little bit other circumstances instead. But by the way, if you don't know, you cannot actually put the giant killer in the backpack. If you're wondering why I'm not doing that, that's why I currently have it out and about right now. Even though it would probably be better to switch that out with the shield. It's like if you're using this thing, you better be using it as a main hand or not at all, baby. Okay, season 1 is cool. Season 2 and 3 are kind of a mess. Wait, so the new season is season 4? I didn't even realize that there was a season 3 that came out. Yeah, it had like, one of those venerable old actors doing apparently like a really good role in season 1, which is what a lot of people I remember were talking about. I cannot remember who that was or what their role was, but you know, the Will Smith movie Wild Wild West. Between that and Gex, are we just gonna bring out all of the bad media that I've seen in like the past however many years? Well, if I saw Space Jam, of course I saw Wild Wild West. Sir Anthony Hopkins. Yes, that's right. Tony. Oh, that's right. And I guess like he put in a really good performance and then didn't appear for like the rest of the seasons. Apparently, which there have been 2. Yeah, didn't like somebody tell me that there was also True Detective had like more seasons as well, and I was just like, well, huh? Eh? No, not the return. Oh, I think I actually just didn't have it fully plugged in. Okay. All right, come on. Maybe it's just waiting to load right now. Oh, yeah, okay, it was. Oh. All right. When we do Dead Cells Twitch integration, I feel like I don't have enough of a viewership to be able to really do good Twitch integration, which is why I haven't really been doing it. Because, you know, I think the Twitch integration is built for people with, like, not, you know, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people viewing it at a time. Extremely active chats, not about ones where people just get grilled about if I've watched Wild Wild West or not. Surprisingly enough, that sort of thing has not made its way into Twitch integration for the most part yet. Twitch integration also does sound like multiplayer because it is. Yeah, let me just make sure. Now I'm paranoid about this. Heal Chicken works with 1 viewer. Oh, Heal Chicken. Like, I need a Heal Chicken. I just made it through the bank on 5 cell mode. It's something only doable by the most elite of players, of which I count myself among the ranks. Nice. Speaking of Heal Chicken, okay, and there we are. Not bad. Just sell out and get a bigger viewership. You can go all the way back. You can go all the way back to the original, like, what was it, 2017? Yeah, it was definitely 2017 Swift Sword run, where I talked about how I would be totally willing to sell out, and I'm just waiting for somebody to give me the opportunity to do it. Back when we had a young, naive Doc. Still not actually young. I've said before that I started doing YouTube stuff like way after probably anybody else who does YouTube stuff started doing YouTube stuff. It's weird that it's just like, oh, I'm the same age as those people who have had their channels around for 15 years, but somehow my channel's only been around for 5. Something to be said. Turtle Cam, more viewership. What is currently on the dumb image that I got here? Oh no, it's a turtle. Yeah, okay. Fine. Turn on the Turtle Cam for this biome only, chat. Only this biome. As a treat. And I'm gonna, you know what? I'm also gonna look. I'm gonna look right now. I can see my my stats here too. And I'm gonna pay attention for if it goes up or not. I'm looking. I got my eyeballs on that viewership number. And I'm waiting for it. Well, I'll have to start somewhere. I'll have to start somewhere. I've been doing this for 5 years. What do you mean? I have to start somewhere. Oh. Anyway, yeah, the point is, if I knew how to sell out, I would have done so already. Do you think that I have any scruples when it comes to like advertisements or anything? Who wants to hear me try and sell you on Raid Shadow? Who wants to see the 1,000-part Raid Shadow Legends? He's doing analytics. Let's go. I mean, look, it's not like I don't know my analytics. I just don't look at them. New incog. Okay, now the viewership has actually gone down, so it stonks with Dr. Inferno Firebird, with Pastor Inferno Firebird. Finally, how to get the most out of your YouTube channel? It's me, Doc Firebird. I finally decided to embrace my Wisconsin accent. Well, you stopped talking about pizzas, so people left. Fair enough. See, you gotta put like an image of some sort of one of them there Android emojis on screen. That's the thing that really brings in the viewers. Oh. I'm gonna stick this in the backpack. Not even for any particular reason. He's dunkifying. I got news for you, my dude. No, I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, people already know where I live. He's also from Wisconsin. There. Fine. There. Ugh. But it's like, that's the... You know. Katana no Bueno. I'm trying to do like a... Due to the Silk Song announcement, I'm trying to do a Pure Nail run, themed run, even though... I don't know, chat. Do you want to switch over to the Katana? We can do it. I'm fine with that. What is that outfit? This is the cultist outfit that you use to get into the Undying Shores for the first time. It is also just like a regular outfit as well. Yes? All right, let's do it then. It was sort of a loose theme anyway, as it was. I mostly just wanted to mock people who thought that there was any chance in hell that Silk Song is ever going to be a truly extant game. Probably also sound like the Red Letter Media guys. We're from Milwaukee. Ah. It's like, you don't understand. Wisconsin, as far as the internet goes, it's a gold mine, I'm telling you, of content creators. Some people won't admit to it. Some people will lie and say they're from other parts of the country, but the reality is that this is the Hollywood of YouTube. And I'm living here, right next to the cows. That's not even a joke. I see like cows every single... I have a different job than I did previously, and I still see cows every day I go to work. So, you know, they're here. That's not a stereotype. If there was ever any doubt. Wisconsin? Wow, would have never known. Yeah. Shut up. Anyway. Get me in here and get the potion charge already. You got a job? Oh, yeah. I've been working at it for a few weeks now. Basically, it's just another, what do I even want to say here? Data entry, temp, whatever position. But, you know, hey, it's decent. Gets me back on the grind in terms of money. the Sigma grind set. Congrats, my dude. Smile. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks now. Okay, I said for only this one, the viewer count did not go up. You were all wrong. All of you are wrong. First high school I worked at was right next to a dairy. Yeah. My high school was next to a farm. It's not actually a farm anymore, but change it into housing. Well, you know what I'm saying. Went from 32 to 35. That is within, look, that sort of viewership is within normal parameters. That's within margins of error. That doesn't mean anything. Really. Data engineering for a Fortune 500 company. God, if only. I'd do that. Wait, would I do that? When you say data engineering, that sounds like I'm doing something illegal. Wait, I'm rethinking this position that you're trying to sell me on. And the turtle brings in the big bucks. Yeah, but the turtle also blocks the mini-map. Are you really okay with living without seeing that mini-map? Which frankly, I keep forgetting is even like a thing down there most of the time because I always just kind of like flash this map up on screen for a second. Also, you didn't say turtle, you said turtus. See. I assume there's some sort of deeper meaning behind that then. Alright. Anyway. Well. Still though, once again, everybody who believes Silksong is going to be real is foolish. Even though I'm no longer using the Pyrenail. It's like, I still, that was like the dumb bit that I considered when I spent 5 seconds trying to figure out if I was going to do this run at the start of the screen. Plus 33%. 3 is, I would say 3 is within margin of error for viewership on just about anything. It's a game meant to sell trailers of games. Yes, like the Metal Gear Solid series. Say what you will about Kojima, man knows how to cut a trailer. But anyway, you all still remember that, what was it, Mike Oldfield song? Is that Mike Oldfield? Am I entirely incorrect about that? Because I also do just like that guy, even though I've only ever listened to Tubular Bells and, what, To France? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. To be fair, Tubular Bells is an entire album worth of one single song. So, it was the Nuclear or something, right? Whatever one up here in the Metal Gear Solid 5 trailer. You know, I'm talking about how memorable it is now. I don't even remember it, but still. Yeah, you know what I mean. Look, you know what I'm saying. Also, perfect. Also, once again, please, everybody hold your applause until the end of the stream. I know I did just do a challenge drift perfectly on 5-cell mode. I mean, you know, the play is still ongoing. When the recital ends, that's when you can give me all of the cheering that I deserve. Okay. There we go. You're 100% correct with Nuclear. Okay, good. I thought I remembered that. I thought I faked. Once again, I'm talking about how memorable it is, and I can't even remember it myself. Well, anyway. You've never actually listened to Tubular Bells. It is a great album. You might know it from the theme to The Exorcist, but that is but one of many parts of that album, even though it is technically, you know, just Tubular Bells Part 1 and Part 2. Parts 1 and 2. Of course, I don't know if people even know what The Exorcist is anymore. That was a horror movie from the 70s. It was very famous for a long time, kids. Anyway, the same on all cell difficulties? Sure, but they're challenge rifts for good reason. There's challenge in the title for good reason. The trailer didn't even have a release on the end. Yeah. Once again, I didn't watch the trailer because I don't watch any trailers. But, was there, there's not actually a release date? Yeah, I suppose I would have heard about it if there was a release date, right? Oh yeah, because knowing about The Exorcist, one of the best regarded the horror movies of all time, is real. Only true cinephiles are gonna know about that one. I just assume that it's like there's look, it was the 70s. People still remember like Star Wars and whatnot, but I don't remember what other movies people still recognize from that time. I'm not a small baby child person anymore. I could not tell you where pop culture is at in general. I also am a man that exists outside of time in regards to pop culture. So, you know, trying to figure that out is extra difficult for me. Really? Could have said Sixth Sense. It wasn't... Tubular Bells was not the theme to The Sixth Sense. What do you mean I could have just said that? Anyway. I remember my dad playing Tubular Bells on both discs many times. Once again. At least I suppose, you know what, whatever gets it in your earballs. I don't care. It's a great album. Anyway. Continuing on from this point. How do we get on this subject? Oh, right. Metal Gear Solid trailers. What else? Yeah, so that's a good combo. Might actually switch back to this now. Maybe. I'll see what the damage is like for each one. Still, though, I think that actually has like the bleed synergy and everything that I'm looking for. Okay, didn't MGS5 had a full-blown game come out before that acted as a trailer for the real thing? What was it? The Ground Zeroes into Phantom Pain? If anything, I remember everybody really regarding as Ground Zeroes as kind of like better than the Phantom Pain, which in some ways is just like, oh, that makes me sad. But, you know, hey, what can you do? I still have to go and play. Death Stranding at some point. It sounds like the sort of game that I would get into. And I don't mean that because it's like an open world, you know, sort of like walking simulation type of game. No, that all of them have real wacky plots. That's not unique to Metal Gear Solid 5. They're actually pretty fun in the wackiness, but they do get pretty campy in the sort of convolution that they do. Uber Eats Simulator. Yeah, but it's also like weird, right? It's also like real weird. And I love myself a real weird game. Take note of any time I play a real weird game, how much I love it. Did I even have Mushroom Boy out in that last biome? And the dank lore? I want the dank lore! Look, I don't want normal lore. I want dank lore. Oh, I'm actually managed to... Okay. Ugh. Well, no perfect fight. That's okay. Okay. Well, I thought, I'm like, just like, did I break another boss here? No, it's just the... It's just the Mushroom Boy interrupting her pretty regularly. Oh, come on. Well, at least I rallied up most of the damage that I took from that. So that works. It's weird and has celebrities on it. What else would you want? Celebrities I'm not as enthused about, but weird. That's what I want. I want to go see what Die Hard Man is all about. Like, yo, what's Oh, Mushroom Boy making this a little bit unpredictable here. Like, what's Die Hard Man? What's his deal? You don't use Giant Killer for boss? No. I forgot I had it for a second. I got it. It's fine. It's fine. I took that Giant Killer for a good reason, after all. You know what? You won't believe what Die Hard Man has done. Did he stop a terrorist plot with no shoes? No, the terrorist plot didn't have no shoes. He had no shoes. But anyway, Mushroom Boy took a break in the clock tower. I guess, again, speaks well to how this run is going. So I'm going to go into the distillery. That's right, everybody. We're doing it. We're going into the distillery. Barefoot terrorists. Oh, no. Can't show that. That would make that movie rated X. Anyway, there it is. Okay, hard to die too, but this time he has shoes. I'm glad somebody else thinks about that every single time too. This time he has shoes. Stupid. Why do memes either ruin or enhance things just seemingly at random? It's really impossible to say. Yep, there we go. All right. But yeah, I actually do own Death Stranding, but I suppose at this point in time I should probably just go play the deluxe version or whatever it is. Just do that. I was planning on doing that as a series, but then I realized it was supposed to be like 40 hours long, and then I'm like, you know what? I actually don't want to do this as a series. If it's going to be... Because God knows that I have far too many extraordinarily long series on this channel that are not very popular. Barrel launcher. Well, I mean, I'm not going to use Giant Killer, at least for the time being. So, sure. Okay. But, see, this is a much better topic of conversation than Gex. I'll tell you that right now, chat. I would much rather talk about Death Stranding than Gex. Stop making me talk about Gex. I don't want that to become the new Sonic lore or something like that. Oh my god. Right now. Let's just hope for the best as I'm doing this. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. I thought I was about to get distilleried there again. Gex rhymes with Max? Like Tax-Max? Okay. Alright. Okay. You know, Gex can go inside a CRT. Yeah, he goes into the... Oh, what did they call it? The media dimension? No. Why are you making me do this again? Stop that. Got that out. Stop trying to make me tell you about Gex lore. The main villain is called Rez, and we find out because of references to movies that he is in fact Gex's father, which somehow you'd think would be a bigger deal, but it's not. Now I'm getting distilleried again. Rez is like a big robot man. Also, yes, the lore is based off of referencing... The lore in Gex is based off of referencing movies. You should have seen this coming, given what the series is like so far. Okay. Doc doesn't know what sex is. I think we've proven many times that I absolutely do. Anyway. Okay. Oh, so many bad decisions to be made. But then again, I did go into the distillery, so... Yeah, but I was like, God gamer, I got through the bank? Come on. You could bank enemies in the Undying Shores. That's something I never even tested before. Because I feel like I've never tried to go both of those in one run. Anyway. Oh no. I don't fuck. I'm merely a connoisseur, an observer. Which is the creepiest way you could possibly say that. Whatever. You should be used to it on this stream at this point. There's so many barrels. Oh, I stomped down accidentally. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh-ah. Anyway. Continuing on. Okay. Observer? Yeah. It's called voyeurism, but that's not, no, not that. Next to the distillery, which biome beats you up the most? Probably the 5-cell one. The 5-cell special, and they're terrible, terrible book-reading nerds. What's Tinder like in Wisconsin? I have no idea. You know, people always make like references to like swiping left or swiping right. I don't even know how that works. Is like left or right the good one? This is something. Please explain Tinder to your dad right now. Look, I'm just saying, I don't get what all these dumb comedies, situational comedies are talking about. If you could explain it to me, at least I'd understand it. I feel like that voice is getting a lot of use in this stream. Between that and Gex. Oh. No, I thought I saw some other enemy come down here. I guess not. Oh, good old barrel launcher. I'd actually consider just taking this again, too, but I don't know. Hey, Bat Ray, we're talking about topics of conversation. Anyway, thank you for the sub. I love you. Okay. Welcome to, you know, what is probably going to be another stream that ends in the distillery, as you do. Right is when you want to shag. All right, thank you, Austin Powers. And left is when you don't. Okay, I think I can remember that. The sinister direction is the bad one. Got it. Right is good. Right is correct, and left is sinister. Got it. Thank you. Now I will understand all of these references to Tinder that appeared in... Actually, let's be honest, I don't even think they appear that much anymore. All right. People really into making fun of Tinder or anything. What do you guys recommend for 3 boss level? Because I've been playing on and off, so I don't know what's good. I mean, there's a lot of really good, you know, like weapons individually, but I think that if you're talking about specific advice in terms of how to, say, you know, just get a winning run, survival, look for good colorless weapons, and there's also just like a number of very good survival weapons that exist otherwise too. I mean, I think that, you know, you can go and look at any one of the major weapons, but like Tombstone I always think is a standout. Seismic Strike is fast and pretty good. Okay. Gold Digger that was introduced in the recent updates is also very nice. There's always the classic sort of combination of using trying not to die here. There's always the classic combination of trying to use the Nutcracker along with the Wolf Trap, which can take you through pretty much any cell difficulty, not just like the higher cell difficulties. So, you know, that combined with just like another one, War Spear. War Spear has been improved just a ridiculous amount. And, you know, there's also basic combinations like using ice shards along with any one of the really heavy weapons to great effect. Oven Axe does that pretty good. But other than that, if you just try and find like a good colorless or legendary weapon, you'll be set. You'll be set. And work on perfecting some of the easier bosses, and of course, maybe consider hitting up stuff like the Fatal Falls DLC areas. Well, specifically the shrines, for just a choice of 3 different colorless weapons, and that's in addition to any one of the normal cursed chests that you might find around while you're exploring normally. And that's some of the basic advice that I can give you on the higher cell difficulties for what you might want to do. Oven Axe is too slow. That's why you have the ice shards. The ice shards will slow down enemies by double binding the attacks to a single button. That will slow down enemies, and that will make it much, much easier. Also, don't sleep on the stun grenade. First off, that can't be healthy for you. But also, I did that for a really long time, and that's actually way better than I gave it credit for. So I do want to say that it's like that is... Stunning is actually surprisingly powerful, and stun grenade is the only really good consistent way that you're going to be able to get it. So try that out with, you know, anything that synergizes well for it. Oh yeah, also Maw of the Deep, another one. It's like if you've been going through the DLC, you probably have that instead of the Nutcracker as potential one, and that's fun because it's also a shark. But you know. God, there are so many good weapons that I would almost suggest just like, hey, check out some of the runs I've done, because that also gives me ad revenue. You know. Lighthouse only accessible from Distillery? No, it's accessible from the normal DLC route going into the other area. God, why am I blanking on this right now? However, I'm just going in here because I don't know, whatever. I somehow didn't get killed by the previous area, which means that now it's time to actually die just the boss instead. I'm gonna press my luck like you wouldn't believe. Let's do it. Snake Fangs plus melee mutation. Yeah, that's also a good one. I mean, but again, if you're working with a survival build, you also have access to like necromancy, you also have access to gastronomy, you have access to like soldier's endurance, which will help a lot with the general amount of damage that you're getting dealt when you can get that a percentage more of your health. I remember when I was doing a whole bunch of the tactics runs, and then I did a survival run and I took that mutation. It's like, oh god, it feels so good not to die in a single hit now. It's a real marked change if you get the right set of mutations. And of course, you know, there's always just if you want to risk stuff with like the old combination of the old combo of using the old combo of using alienation acceptance. On 3-cell mode, you should finally have access to that now. Oh, yeah, baby, that's some good damage. Nice. Thank you, Giant Killer. Putting in the work. Queen in the Sea. It is an entire process. Requires you to go into... If you're trying to unlock that... I believe that sniped me. If you're trying to unlock that for the first time... Oh my god, I'm trying my best not to die here. It's actually working. Hey, you Turpy. Can I at least get you a hit once? Okay. That was actually most of her health, to be fair. Oh, God. Giant Killer. I did not realize just how much damage. Does it just bypass boss damage caps? Do boss damage caps normally apply in this fight? I don't actually know. I'm realizing that there's actually something a little bit of a learning curve going on here. Because I literally did do half of Calliope's health and damage there. So I feel like there's some good stuff going on. Legendary. Oh, come on. Hurry. Come on now. That should be enough. Okay. Survival. Oh, Rhythm and Bazooki is a great item. You're right. You're right. There are so many good survival items. Rhythm and Bazooki just does great damage as long as you can keep the rhythm going, as you know. Okay. legendary version of the Giant Killer is, of course, a great way to get a lot of extra damage, just period. Ugh. Because after all, it does have everyone's favorite shenanigans of being able to just deal an ungodly amount of damage to boss characters, which is very valuable just by itself. All right. Almost there. Gah. It's going, though. One cannot say that I'm not doing this at least mostly well. Hey! Alright, not too. Oh, no! Well, actually, that wasn't as much damage as I thought it was going to be. Yeah. Ow. Cleo. Cause me pain. Okay. Yeah. That's about to be, unfortunately, the best option that I got. No. And we're currently looking at like a... Cleo, get on the ground! Rally, rally. Ooh, right out of the sky, baby! There. Oh. Mantis Council. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but this is appropriate for that, right? Oh my god, this is gonna be a nightmare though going into the next fight. God, I feel like the Queen should, especially on like 5-cell mode, should just have a free potion charge waiting before her. Motion Twin, can I make a suggestion here? It's like throw it right here. Hoy. Yeesh. Well, I don't know about the rest of this fight then, but I'm gonna try my best. As you do. Ugh. Still probably the hardest part of doing the DLC at least, so. And going from here, maybe it will be easier. I say with great hesitancy. I don't know. So how do I get the Queen? Oh, yes. Go into the sewers. From the sewers, you'll meet up with a character that says to go into the Stilt Village. From the Stilt Village, you'll unlock the Leg Hugger and then get to the next level of that, which is... Is that from the Undying Shores, if I'm remembering that correctly? Do you have to go from the Undying Shores, or is it just beat the whatever the second tier boss is, and then you should get into the new area, and that leads you right into the Queen? That leads you into the 2 boss fights I've done here. All right, let's just do it here. No! Why? I can't believe you would do this to me. I did not even know that was the thing that could happen. Mushroom Boy, no! I never realized the Queen was so cruel. Okay. My baby. Try parrying this. I didn't even need to. Okay, now there's a little bit more of an issue going on. Yep. Okay. Oh, damn. That's pretty all right, though. Yeah. What just happened? She picked up Mushroom Boy and sliced him in half. Pity revive. No, I did too good. Which, to be honest, I don't want the pity revive. I don't want the shameful win. But you know what? I still feel like that was pretty good anyway. All right, you know what? It's like 10 o'clock here. I am going to call it a little bit early of a stream. Go get this thing out, and I'm going to go play some more Binding of Isaac. Bye, nerds. Bye, nerds. I'm abandoning you for Binding of Isaac. Again.